はい、どうもこんばんは、ノーバディです。今回はですね、プロから学べ第1弾ということで、実際にプロの試合を見ながら様々なテクニックを学んでいきたいと思います。それでは試合の映像をどうぞ。
Unusual in a sense, but it is one that is less common to start out with, I think, for a lot of teams. Although I feel like Europe plays lobby a bit more than some of the other regions do, so it is one that they are a little more well versed on. But this is a map where it's going to be interesting to see how the roams play out because it's a bit more spread out than Cafe horizontally, and still just about as much vertically. So there's going to be a little more room for roam play than there was in Cafe in terms of the way they actually play it out. But they're going to have stuff like the pulse probably down in archives, which is a typical thing to see to play for underneath the bomb site. But he's going to have to actually capitalize on it well because we've seen a lot of times where if he misses the C4, the pulse becomes kind of
はい、まずはですね、このバルキリーカメラの位置、これすごいいい位置についているので、ぜひぜひ真似してみてください。そして、この開始8秒で決めてしまうパルスのリスキル。やっぱりリスキルって要注意やなって改めて思わされる瞬間でした。では続きをどうぞ。
That passion, as you mentioned, showing itself, but that was from the Pulse, who was not actually all the way downstairs. Definitely not going to be dead.
Playing on Spiral Staircase, he gets the first kill.
Yeah,
which is pretty good actually. You need the Ying to push back your opponents, especially
that main lobby area.
Your main point of view here is we will try to push admin, and then from there we'll take control of the meeting room, and we'll try to push the vendors out of position, and then we'll throw our Ying Candelas downstairs
or
through the open hatch.
The other approach of just taking Projector with Ying too, and just saying, you know, flash the heck out of Projector, just storm in.
So there's definitely ways to do it, but they rely on Ying as well because it allows your team to be a lot more effective with the Candelas. Yeah, that is exactly the way to put it. Shock and awe.
I love the idea that Valkyrie is watching IQ on the camera and then gets the kill. That is irony at its finest there. So Hicks with a nice early kill as well.
次はここバルキリーが見つかってしまうんですが、報告が入ってて、パルスがカットして、それに対して味方がすぐさまカバーをするという形で、本当にカバーが大事やなっていうのが分かります。それでは続きをどうぞ。
It was just, I don't know, it was an ambush at its finest after killing two outside. So Millenium with a strong start, making up for that last round on Cafe. Renshiro bringing Blackbeard yet again. Liven going to be on Jackal. We'll see. Shate on the Vigil? Nope, he's going to go with the Echo. He's actually a very good Echo, though. But I do like to see Shate on the roam sometimes. We did see, for example, an interesting Caveira roam from him on Consulate first play day for them. And that was a bit of a change-up, but he's going to go with the Echo instead and not play that weird.
Shate is a very competent Echo, historically speaking, so has been very good on the operator. Again, Goga going for the Ella, not a usual thing, but this signals an aggressive play. A lot of teams have been going through with the Mute, but a counter-argument to picking Mute, as much as I love having Mute on my team or playing him myself, is that you won't be able to destroy the utility that your opponents are using, but in this case, there's only a bomb.
Yeah, they're not bringing a thermite because, I mean, they might not have anticipated this bomb site, or they just might not care, but it's definitely worth caring. It seems like they were more of a setup for attacking, particularly the top floor. Because in attacking the top floor, the Blackbeard's going to be more useful because you're going to get better angles. Habana's going to be useful to open up things from the windows. IQ's going to be useful to clear out the cameras to make sure you can repel a little more safely outside. It is in the Jackal, of course, to hunt down any roamers on the bottom floors. But unfortunately for Millenium, Penta went downstairs, and their lineup is going to be a bit more of a struggle. At least still going to get some utility, hopefully, out of the IQ, and not going to have what happened to Jonas last time. Poor Jonas.
Poor Jonas. Yogurts will go in here with the drone. We'll try to drone things out so far. Renshiro set up outside here, trying to go for a pinch maybe in the connector room as they try to push the Mute out of position. Or, well, the Mute's already downstairs. As, you know, said, you know what, I'm not even going to care. If you guys want to waste your time and waste your setups upstairs and admin, that's fine. Jonas, though, is ready downstairs, as well as Fabian on
They do not want to give up Visa. Both Fabian and Eunice both playing it. contesting it very hard here. They could end up with a trade at this point, but they just give up on it, which is probably the smart choice. Don't fight it, but it's going to be hard to take admin either.
And it makes a lot of sense here. Because you don't have any full hard destruction except for your Habana, you can't just attack the main garage door. So now we have to prevent them from taking control of the staircases and pushing us from the sides or from the back.
Yeah, the back is where they're going to really have to contest it. Luckily, they have Fabian on Legion, which is something that's going to help slow down a push from the back because they'll get that intel first. So Pengu trying to help out Fabian here a little bit as well. They are getting set up to try and fight this from the back as the top floor has been completely taken control of by Millenium. So far, the only real damage is half of Eunice's health. And now they're getting set up for the yellow stairs as well. They can place a Claymore there to make sure a run out, but unfortunately, Hicks does not have one. And they, oh no, it looks like they already got the Claymore, just couldn't see it from that angle. Shate, though, going to be the one to watch it. He's got to be careful about over-contesting before he can use that Echo Drone. At least some good intel there from Fabian. Gonna slow down Renshiro a little bit. That is one you need to slow down.
You know, with the amount of damage that Renshiro has been doing so far here. Jonas jumps in.
What?
No, Jonas, what are you doing? No.
はい、次は、ペンタスポーツの守り方なんですが、共同バスルームに、ミラーを置いて落としろを開けることで、戦うっていう形をとっててすごい勉強になりました。あとこの危ないと感じたらすぐ引くっていうのがいいなと思います。では続きをどうぞ。
That was you know, that was one of those plays where he obviously just kind of panicked a little bit by having the second attacker there that he wasn't expecting, and you know, potatoed it.
All right, well, 26 seconds on the clock, and now the drop has to happen. There's not many spots here for Millenium to push through. Fabian will get one. Goga getting low on HP as he'll get shot just a bit through the hatch in the bathroom. And a shot from Shate to clean up Yogurts. He still has the Echo Drone to play with here. Has the MP5 as Fabian gets one more. Spots in Renshiro, takes him out. And the last, well, that's going to be Hicks as Pengu gets a kill and takes him out of his misery. That was, all right. Do we need to talk about that again?
Well, so
what
I mean, as I pointed out a couple times during the round, they were slowing them down. That's really what won the round. You saw the desperation where they were just jumping down those death chutes of a hatch to try and get in at the end, and that was
no hard destruction except for the Habana. You're not going to use your utility there because it took them so long to take piano anyways.
All they could open was hatches, and so they jumped down them to their death. Unfortunate. But that's what happens when you just pick the bomb site they're not expecting. Not every map, not every bomb site matters like that. But that particular one really worked against Millenium. They tried. They did get some frags in the potato.
It might be a reason why a lot of teams have been focusing a lot more on bringing a Thermite and a Habana at the same time, just in case this sort of mind game comes
Especially when you got Gogo, who's just going to play Thermite anyways.
Yeah.
You just, you know, I want to play Thermite. But they're not going to bring an IQ this time on Eunice saying, you know what, maybe we should just get inside instead. We'll give you Zofia. You just get in there. Don't get shot while you're hanging around outside. But they are going to be attacking the downstairs. Now, we were just talking about the lineup for attacking this. Much, much better lineup from Penta for that. Not only are they going to have Fabian to help track down the roamers along with Shate to be able to catch them out on the line, E1D, but they are also going to have plenty enough breach power to open up both hatches and the garage door. And then Eunice will be able to help as well with that in terms of breaching power, being able to potentially even, if he can push it through the yellow stairs, for example, and get a quick hit with the concussion grenades, can try and stop any kind of bandit from Yogurts trying to bandit trick the doors. They don't have a Thatcher, but there's more than enough ways to work it from piano as well. Or even if he wants to, Eunice could go up. That was kind of probably not the best use of that, but he could go up there and even open up the floor from 2 floors above and shoot out the batteries if he wanted to with those. But unfortunately wasted 2 already. Rise off the board early. That is again a mute dying, but this time for Penta's favor, so good start from them.
You always use that. Usually you'll see one angle pushing into the console chamber, but now with the second launching into connector means that contesting from bathroom is almost impossible for a defender.
It's certainly a trap at that point. Yeah. What are you going to do, jump out the window? I mean, it's not going to work for Renshiro this time, but he wasn't the one in there anyways.
Yeah, too far away and set up close to bathroom. It's not going to work out at all with the pinch play from Penta Sports.
Mute Jammer doing some work at least. Shate now going to have to face check it a little bit harder. At least going to use his EE1D to make sure it's safer to do so, that no one's going to try and peek him on the holes. They are clearing this floor very quickly now, opening the hatches. Hopefully Goga going to be working on that door as well. I like when they use that second one there for that angle so he could fight down the hatch a little safer. Get a better angle on it. And at least droning it first to know what he can actually do with that angle. Smarter way to do it rather than just peeking it and hoping to catch them off guard. This way you actually know where to look. and could potentially pre-fire it as well.
Fabian, though, is coming around into the spiral staircase.
There we go.
See, that will take down the batteries. Jonas takes just a bit of damage, but you know what? No problem there. Goga should be able to set up his charge.
Here it going off now. That is garage open.
Oh no! Finds Hicks on the rotation, and that's the smoke all up in yellow. Will go down. Renshiro, though, will push into Shate, take him out from below. Yogurt still will refrag. Goga now out of play, and that's the diffuser on the floor. That is a huge frag. Yogurt with another one. Headshot with the bandit. Now this forces Fabian to go in and fight the fight here. C4 already being thrown out. So many angles to watch for, but he's the last man alive versus 3. I know we praise him a lot, but this is a difficult one to go through. The Mira will go very low on HP here, Renshiro, but he has like no health to play with.
Yeah, if they just look at Fabian hard, he's going to die at this point. Unfortunately, he does still have 2 smokes left, if that helps, as well as the ability to track them down, but he's not necessarily looking to ping anyone right now.
A round that clearly should have gone the way of Penta with the way that they started just proves that Millenium are ready, and they're definitely adapting to the way that Penta have been setting up these pushes. And even with the correct operator picks, it's not enough to push through Millenium.
Despite losing the batteries, Yogurt's played that very well, getting a lot of kills downstairs. They're playing the yellow stairs very aggressively, and it working out. A little bit of a misplay there in terms of how they were fighting the yellow stairs as well. They weren't prepared for someone to be doing exactly what Shate did just the round before, which is being at the very middle bottom of those yellow stairs, kind of next to the black car, hiding. So lobby, oh nope, they're going to switch to console at the last second here, deciding they have a better setup for that. Shate finally going to be pulling out the vigil we were talking about earlier to go on that roam. Could be playing all the way downstairs or more in the middle or even just upstairs just to mess with them. It is good for, let's say he wants to play admin and be able to hold in there a little bit longer, because they're going to want to drone out admin before they try and attack it, and that is going to make it much harder for them to successfully push into the room and pre-fire it. They're going to have to depend on something like Lion as well to help with that when they jump in the windows, and then maybe some pre-fires. But that is also going to need perhaps Goga with some ADSs to make sure they can't just nade their way in. We'll see.
See the setup here that will open up the wall from bathroom looking into the yellow stairs. That'll help out any defender that needs to provide some backup for their Legion. Most of the time Legion we were playing from there, but look at that. Even Shate opening up the side with an impact nade to look straight into the yellow stairs instead of reinforcing it. So maybe taking control of the skylight above might be something interesting for the attackers to do.
Renshiro a little concerned about spawn peaks, especially on this map. This is, I mean, Cafe definitely has a few, but this map, I'd say, has even more spawn peaks. I like him opening the angle from there, but he's got to realize that doorway doesn't necessarily protect his body. He can still definitely shoot him there, so he's got to be careful with that angle. Gonna drone smartly up. This is a typical thing if he's gonna push for the projector. Something you see a lot of Blackbeards do, pushing up from that angle he's doing right now. Hopefully get a little coverage from Rise and maybe some Claymores if they've got some outside as well for any kind of runouts on him. But like I said before, that Penta just have not been too keen on running out on Renshiro, which is probably working to their detriment, because Renshiro staying alive longer has not been a good thing for Penta.
Well, Yogurt's setting up here outside of the connector room, at least on the window. And trying to find angle on someone here, but Jonas is ready to go as soon as he hears the Blackbeard.
The timing.
Renshiro will go back up, and then he hears, of course, the zip line being pulled back up. Can't really push up just yet. I realize Yogurts is also holding from upstairs, so peeking in the bathroom
doesn't know he's right there.
They're waiting for some information to play off of, but hearing him maneuver outside is really all that they need. They have not been able to spot Renshiro just yet on the Blackbeard, who has been a thorn in the side of Penta Sports so far.
Wow.
But here we go. Shate peeks in and gets the kill on Renshiro. That's perfect. That is definitely an interesting angle. And the second one coming in from Shate, taking down Yogurts. Nicely done here.
Yeah,
President Finn is doing the work,
Yeah, that's a 2K from him and only losing half his life. Even if he dies now, he's done more than enough work. And they're playing much, much smarter this time. The aggressiveness just not working as much, so they're actually leashing themselves in quite a bit, and it's paying off.
Oh, I love this. They're not expecting the open hole on the side.
Yeah.
And obviously, since he's the visual, well, he can't really be spotted. Unfortunately here for Fabian, he will, and he will go down.
They know he's playing around there.
Yeah, he's holed up behind a reinforced wall, and I like how they have set up these walls. The 2 breaching rounds left. Liffin will spray right next to Pengu, and finally will get the frag. They're still waiting. And possibly the Vigil peeking out for it. So here's Shate maneuvering behind the
Oh, they know he's there now.
They want to force him out, and maybe it'll be time for the grenade to be thrown in for Rise.
Yep. 25 seconds left, though. They've got to make this kill
No,
happen.
he's got no frag grenades to play with, unfortunately. This all has to be done here by Shate, who drops in, does damage, but can't get the kill. And Rise will get the second one. 12 seconds on the clock, as now Jonas goes in for the fights, and Hicks comes in for the cleanup. 3-1 for Millenium. This is surprising.
Millenium are showing up today. I mean, yeah, after the first 4 rounds lost on the last map, or whatever happened, they had their cup of coffee kicked in, whatever it is, they are definitely much stronger than they had been before against Penta. I mean, we're also, to be fair, we're also seeing a little bit of sloppier Penta than we usually do.
Oh yeah, 100%. Even with the way the Shate has been setting up, this is unlike any time I've seen Penta play, which is they're relying on that personal skill to win out the round.
They're not trading a lot of times either. They're really, I mean, you're seeing a lot more trading coming out from Millenium. You're also seeing a few players on Millenium getting multiple kills. And it's a situation where it's like, they're doing a good job pinching people out, getting good intelligence, and that's part of the reason you're seeing multiple kills come out from Millenium, is they're having enough intelligence to be able to play on where they know the positions are and to be able to fight multiple people rather than it just being one-on-one engagements. And that's, Penta just seems to spread out and engage one-on-one. I mean, we can't hear their comms. They might be just knowing everything all over the place and just losing their gunfights.
Can't capitalize, yeah.
But we're seeing like wall bangs and things like that coming out from Millenium, so it clearly seems like Millenium are having the advantage in terms of knowing where they're at, or at least playing smarter with the pre-fires and opening holes up, just catching them off guard. Like, for example, you saw Pengu getting shot in the bathroom there, just not doing anything about it. He just sat in the bathroom the whole time. Unfortunately, that was it achieved almost nothing at that point. Renshiro gonna get some cameras out, and again, they're not bringing the IQ. This time, Junis again on the Zofia. Fabian back on that Jackal as well. Pretty much the same lineup they've been bringing before. Gonna need it to work a little bit better this time, as they're down 2 points. It's actually close to that point on Penta's map against Penta. That is not something I expected to be saying today.
Yeah. Neither did I, to be honest. I won't say I'm disappointed, but then again, it's not done just.
Could see map 3.
Yeah, honestly, I would be very excited to see where Millenium takes us with this, because this is definitely a Millenium that we have been dreaming of for quite some time. Give us the skill that we know this lineup and these players have and can offer. And so far, it's looking pretty sweet here for our French lineup. Rice will step in here to Jonas's concussion nades that are being thrown in with the Zofia. And Yogurts will get the information.
No,
he might.
there.
Oh my god, no, he can't get the damage done.
Oh, now
He'll be
marked.
detected by the E1D. Fortunate for him, but Rise will at least be able to get the kill on Jonas, who's just not feeling it today, though. Shate will refrag, headshot onto Yogurts, and Livin will get one more. Shate down on the floor, no more Lion right after the E1D, but Pengu will spot it here. As we see the C4 being thrown right in his face. Goga will get one more on Rise, and this is getting insane for both teams.
はい、次なんですが、このスモークの位置が分かってて、しっかり投げ物を投げて一気に制圧するっていうのが良くて、本当に投げ物は大事だなっていうのが分かるまでです。では続きをどうぞ。
For the team, but there's so much time left. He can't get it done, and it's Fabian, Goga, and Pengu alive. They'll re-maneuver to set up close-up angles, ready for Livin to rotate in as he snakes his way up. Goga should be able to hear him here, but he has a diffuser. Oh my god. If this can actually get spotted, he'll spot Livin, and he's now a little low on HP. There's a minute left on the clock.
Well, he's burned his C4 and he has no way to get upstairs because they're going to cover all the stairs on him like they're doing right now.
はい、ここの場面なんですが、しっかりロックはされてて、パルスがやられてしまうんですが、このパルスの武器、ロックがされてる、ここにおるかなっていうのを予測してしっかり決め打ちしながら出てるので、やっぱり決め打ちも大事だなっていうのが分かります。では続きをどうぞ。
But there are limited stairs, and unfortunately, he cannot repel outside. So that is where attackers had a clear advantage. But Penta still down a point even after that. I just feel like Millenium are doing a much better job at, again, as I was saying earlier, trading kills. They're making sure that whenever there's a kill on them, they're seeming to trade it back. For example, Shatsu getting a kill, immediately traded back onto them. They're seeming to set up good crossfires for each other so that whenever they do get caught off guard, they're at least able to push it back. Even if they don't get the kill, they're a lot of times pushing Penta away and being able to get some ground out of it. But it was just a scrappy attack, and unfortunately for Millenium, they just could not handle a lot of the actual crossfires that were happening from Penta that time. Shate going to be back on the Echo, this time for the middle bomb floor. They are going to finally play lobby. Exciting. They're not doing so great on some of the other floors, other than the garage.
It'll be interesting where they set down Shate there. It's possible to have him in the bathroom, but you can also play him very, very, very far away.
Ooh, some interesting angles from the long desk.
Usually you'll only see a close angle that's right here above the lobby entrance.
Yeah, from projector.
Yeah, exactly there in projector room. But here we see 2 wider angles that'll give them even more spots. These are 4 angles that can be used down.
Well, and Shate with ACOG as well, as long as he doesn't somehow stick his feet out too much or have an issue with the other door. Like the door behind him, obviously he didn't have like a castle barricade or something to be able to secure it. That would have been a nicer play to do, is just have the castle barricade there. Not that they couldn't have used, well, I was going to say, I mean, I guess they could have used Hibana for it, but they don't bring a Zofia or an Ashe to be able to hit it remotely with anything less than X-Kairos. Pengu already taking quite a bit of damage, though, trying to defend this projector. If they can get in there with the Blackbeard and get Pengu out, that actually will make this a much, much easier take here and depend a bit more on Shate with the Echo Drone, which you did see him positioning around near connector, it looked like.
Ranchero,
he knows.
He'll spot Pengu. He knows where he's at, but now he has to maneuver this. Now, this plays a bit more into Pengu's position because he knows this. He was the Blackbeard that used to spend hours on this balcony.
Contesting people in there.
So it's definitely, if anybody knows how to counter this, it's someone that has spent hundreds of hours on this exact same spot.
Yogurts is trying to help with the pinch, though, for sure. He's trying to make sure it's definitely harder for them to fight.
Well, Jonas coming in here with the mute very close up in the connector room. Haven't been able to find anybody just yet. You see the lion outside. He was protecting his friendly Blackbeard. As Renshiro will peek into the bathroom. Can't find anybody just yet. The C4 will get thrown in, but Jonas won't be able to hit anybody. Look at the amount of damage now done to Penta Sports. Fabian going low on HP, and the Shate will go down on the Echo.
はい、次はですね、このミレニアムのジャッカルの動き、しっかりドローンでピアノに敵がいるっていうのを確認した上で、なおかつピンを立てることで移動させてキルを取る。やっぱりドローン操作が大事やなっていうのがすごくわかります。では続きをどうぞ。
On the Lion, Pengu will even run out, try and get a frag off of it, but Goga only landing 1. Renshiro lands the final 1. And now Millenium on 4 rounds total. They're on map
fire, what they're on.
Yeah, that's 100% true. This is fresh out of the bakery here for Millenium. They're ready to take down Penta and change up the way that they've been doing things. And now this takes it into our final, or possibly our final round in the second map.
Are we going to see Penta with the same level of comeback we saw from Millenium last map?
The regular season, how many times have Penta Sports actually lost a map in Pro League? Within the past year, it's less than 6 maps in total.
Yeah, this is...
We're talking like 3 to 4 maps in total in a year, not counting offline finals. Of course, 6 Invitational, where it was only losses with the 2 maps in the grand final.
Well, this has been phenomenal for Millenium. Wherever it goes from here, very, very impressed with this team. I do hope we see them potentially make it to land at this point.
It's very possible because, remember, there's a very high possibility of both Penta and Millenium making it through to the playoffs. And if they're first and second, then there's a possibility of both making it through into finals, offline, of course, in the US. So I would not put it away here to see both these teams playing in a grand final, or well, in the finals for Pro League.
Makes me a little concerned for the other regions. Yeah. If Millenium's playing this hard, because usually we're just seeing mostly Penta and Ents coming out of EU this strong, but you know,
this is not. I think 2018 might not be the year of Ents.
Unfortunate. At least the end of 2017 was.
The other 20 years that they've been playing Pro League.
They helped invent this game. Nice angle there from below, but
oh boy,
not going to work out. Now, a lot of good clear of below coming out from Penta. They're actually working these hatches up from below, which is a different way of taking this. Usually is about taking it from above. So I like the Penta are doing something different, but fighting this from below I feel like is a little bit harder than fighting it from above. But they do know fighting upstairs is going to be a lot more contested than downstairs. And Pango at least starting it off right. Taking a Legion out early is always good because he is someone that gets more useful as the round goes on.
Of course, and it's been a similar thing where we've been seeing even the Legion on Penta's side going down early with, when it's played at least by Fabian. Not to his own fault, that's for sure. But Shate comes in here to the tellers and trying to pinch away any rotations. Going back up.
Fabian doing some good droning for him as well. Has not caught Life out yet, but Goga probably did. Now this is going to be interesting here. He's rotating down to the floor that they had cleared. So they had taken control of the bottom floor. Now we're
oh no, Jonas will go down. He has just been so unlucky today. And that's the Zofia out of play for Penta Sports. And there's the C4 from Renshiro. Grab the kill. He's very much playing correctly here with the information being fed by the Valkyrie cams outside. Now Hicks will pop his second smoke canister, though Goga will get the kill on Rises. Livin is set very close up here, lower side of the main stairs, though. Fabian will get one on Hicks and turns it into a 3 versus 2. The Fuser is in the hands of Fabian, and there is a minute left on the clock, but Renshiro gets one. He'll try to get the second here. There we go. Livin will get one. C4 will get thrown, and boom, no, he cannot. Livin will get the final frag on Goga, and that is a 5-2 win for Millenium Esports against Penta on Consulate. Like, what in tarnation is that? That is 5-2. That is handily a victory for Millenium.
That was probably one of the most impressive performances I've seen from a team in an...
はい、いかがだったでしょうか。ペンタスポーツ対ミレニアムの試合。やっぱりプロの動きってすごい勉強になりますよね。やっぱりまあ小さいことなんですけど、しっかりカバーとかドロー回しすごい勉強になりました。これからもプロから学べシリーズ続けていきたいと思いますので、ぜひぜひよかったらチャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いいたします。それではまた。さらば。
Yep.